Tom, first of all, let's talk about you being nominated for the PFA Fans Player of the Month. What does that mean to you?
Yeah, delighted, really happy. It's always nice to get nominated for that sort of thing. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the results. There's some good players in there that have been doing really well, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
It does give you a bit of a gauge, doesn't it, for your own performances? I'm sure you're your biggest critic anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm really happy with my stats at the moment. I checked last night where I was this time last year, and I'm quite a bit ahead of that. So that's something that I want to keep improving on, and like I say, I want to better my stats from last year.
There'll be Port Vale fans listening to their captain talk about stats, and they want to know a little bit more. So, explain to us what those stats are and what they mean.
Goals and assists. How many goals you've got and how many assists you've got. I think that's the way I want to look at it, because I want to be affecting every game I play in with playing the position that I play, attacking midfield. It's something I want to create goals and I want to score goals. So yeah, that's all it is.
So what is it that you can say has changed in your game that has made your stats better early on this season?
I think our style of play has changed a lot, especially under the new manager. I know he's been here a bit of a while now, but how we play, our game plan, we don't cross it as much anymore. It's more cutbacks. We play a lot more football, and yeah, I think that's definitely got something to do with it.
Do you feel as well there's a bit more freedom to the team, that there's a lot of trust in the players, that there's that responsibility everyone takes, which gives you that more license perhaps to push on?
Yeah, there's definitely trust between us. In terms of myself, if I'm passing someone the ball, I know there's the 11 that are playing, the subs, everyone else is more than capable of handling it. They're more than likely to keep it. And then I've got Tom Pett behind me at the moment, who's solid. You know, he's gonna find me when he can, and he's also so good at reading the game. So I can push on at times, and if we do play three in the middle, the other one will come round, and vice versa. If the other attacking midfielder pushes on into the box, then I have to come round. So it works well. It's all about getting the balance, and I do think we're doing that well at the moment.
You'll be the captain of Port Vale in the FA Cup tomorrow, not the league, a little break from the league. But just tell us your experiences growing up as a young boy, what you thought about the FA Cup.
I think it was the main one in terms of trophies. You look at the Champions League and other big trophies like that, but when you're little and you're running around a playground, that's what's going through your mind, the FA Cup. So yeah, it's one I'll be absolutely delighted to be captain in the game, and it's one I'm really looking forward to.
Do you remember the first FA Cup final that you perhaps watched on the television?
I don't know if it was the first. I always remember the Gerrard goal against West Ham, was it? Yeah, that's the one that sticks out in my head. His performance on that day as well was unbelievable. But yeah, there's loads of memories in terms of captain as well. I remember Leggy walked us out at the Etihad, which I can imagine was one hell of a feeling, and yeah, there's memories left, right, centre in this cup, and it's a really good one.
It's a tricky tie to navigate against Accrington Stanley. I guess every game's going to be difficult, but they're in League One. They are punching above their weight. They're a good football team, though. Yeah,
they're a very good team. They're doing well in Accrington in League One. Sorry, like you say, they're a really big team. That's something else we've looked on. They're good from set pieces, solid from set pieces, but we're really high on confidence at the moment, and we're. If we play our way that we have been playing and a little bit more, I think we'll be all right.
That experience at Manchester City that you mentioned, that's what you want more of, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. As well as us for players to even go there and to play there was amazing. But then you get the fans that can make the trip, and how good that game was for the club, even financially, especially when COVID hit. I'd imagine that helped out a lot. So that's something again that's brilliant for the football club, and but as a player, that's exactly where you want to be playing. It was one of the best days of my career so far.
I know the cliche is you take one game at a time, but do you use those experiences, like at Manchester City, as a motivation, just to try and gee up the rest of the team as much as possible?
Yeah, of course. I think there's always motivation to in the FA Cup, because you want to see who you can get in the next round, and you want to see how far you can go in it. It's an exciting cup, and it's a really good one for the fans. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
And you've got the home fans with you as well, of course, and they can play a big part in it.
Yeah, absolutely. The louder they are, the better. I always say that when I do interviews about the fans. If they can make as much noise as possible, then it's better for the players, and they've been brilliant of late. I remember Orient when we nicked it last minute. That was probably one of the, if not the best, I've seen the fans at home. So yeah, if they can keep that up, that's really appreciated.
It can be difficult when things aren't going so well to be playing in front of your own fans, but when things are going well, like they are at the minute, how much does that help just sort of take away a little bit of the edge, the nerves, knowing that you've got all the Vale fans behind you, willing you to do well that day.
Yeah, it gives you a boost. It gives you a massive boost. But the manager's touched on so many times mindset. So when things aren't going well and the fans are maybe a bit edgy and a bit onto you, then you've got to be mentally strong. And like I say, he's all for that, and everything. He more or less most of his team talks are about that, and I think that's been so important. I think it's played a real part in why we're doing well at the moment.
The manager's told us Leon Legg's been back training and on the bench tomorrow. You mentioned him leading you out at Manchester City. How important is he to your team?
Yeah, massive. It's great to have him back. You know, as an option for him to play. He's going to win more or less all of his headers, and I can't speak highly enough of Leggy. I heard the manager he said a similar thing, but he's a good person you want in your team. You know, the way he handles himself, the way he's been hammering the gym when he's been injured, he's, like I say, I can't speak highly enough of him.
And from one captain to another, is he still someone you might go and seek counsel with and have a chat with about some advice perhaps from time to time?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. He's had a good career. He was captain before me. Thought he did an excellent job, and he's someone definitely I'd bounce ideas off, and I think he'd always be willing to give me his opinion. He speaks honestly, and that's what you can ask from someone.